I am by myself, apart from him, and I have been for the last week. So we are doing a solo vlog because I'm well and truly by myself. Feel like I need to give a little explanation first. So Jack is in the Philippines. I've been mentioning it on the channel for a while that he might go, and he has been. By the time this gets uploaded, he's been and back because I'm trying to just be way better with my like online safety, and I did not want to advertise that I was by myself in the house with no kind of other person to back me up. So he's back by the time you're watching this, but currently he's away. He has been gone since last Monday. Today is Wednesday. He comes back on Friday. So we're well and truly like, it's gone, he's coming home soon. I wanted to do a solo vlog because obviously I am autistic and ADHD. A lot of people have been worried about me, including myself. And it's a big thing to go from being with someone every single day to then being completely by yourself for 2 weeks with someone in another time zone, I might add. So it's not like he's here to chat. We get a few hours of overlap to text and FaceTime a day, but that's it. Oakley is going through a phase where he well and truly wants the noisiest toy whilst I'm vlogging, so I do apologise. The reason I didn't vlog, I was going to vlog last week. I was going to do a full vlog, like a full week vlog of whilst he was away, but I just didn't feel like it. And I have been really worried in the lead up to this of how I'm going to be. I feel like I could have been very unpredictable, and I was really worried about not doing well. So when I wasn't feeling vlogging, I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to vlog. I'll figure out a time I am going to vlog. I was going to do the weekend, but then still didn't feel like it. And I wanted to feel settled. And I know that's rubbish for you guys. It's rubbish for content, but for me, it's been better. It's gone fine. It's gone absolutely fine. Our main worries, mine and Jack, leading up to it was food. We were worried that I wasn't going to eat. And my main worry was feeling safe in the house because I'm very like hypervigilant with noises. And if there is a noise, I sometimes think that there's people in the house. And I have a history of believing in ghosts. I don't know where I stand now, but I have a history of believing in ghosts and believing that I am in with one. So I was worried that that was going to happen again when I was by myself. The evening was the bit I was worried about. I'm fine during the day. I knew I'd be fine during the day. Jack's normally in his office all day anyway, so I knew I'd be fine. And I knew I was going to still go to the gym. I am going today. So it was the night I was worried about, and it's been fine. It's been okay. We did a load of, not DIY, but like we did a load of sorting home stuff before Jack went, and we put some lights up in the back garden. We put some lights up. I think you guys saw it on the vlog, didn't you? Which vlog was that? Yeah, I saw it. I did it on the autumn, putting up the autumn decorations. That was literally the weekend before Jack left. So we put all those lights up. We got a light for the hallway, so I wasn't having to deal with the dark because that's the main thing that sets me off. Obviously we have the cameras that I've talked about before, so it's very, that helps a lot because if I hear something outside, I'm worried somebody's in the garden. I can just look on the camera and be like, no, no one's in the garden. Eating wise, I've just kind of done it. I've been like, I'm quite proud of myself that I have just done it. I haven't done it at great timings. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a few nights where I've been eating far too late. Lunch has been fine because I'm always like, I come back from the gym and I make lunch. It's tea that's the worry. And some nights I just haven't been great with it, but I have ate. So I'm very proud of myself, and I've cooked. I haven't ordered in every night. I don't think I've ordered in at all actually. I haven't just ate pizzas, like oven pizzas every night. I have actually cooked meals. So I'm proud of myself. If you aren't autistic or ADHD, you might not like understand the big deal. That's completely fair enough. I feel like if you don't have them or live with somebody who has them, you're probably not going to get it as much. But it could have been very, very easy for me to sit and do absolutely nothing and be completely frozen because Jack wasn't here, because it's not my usual routine. And he helps way more than I think anybody realizes. Like when we're at home, he cooks for us, he cleans for us, he does a lot of stuff that I really, really struggle with. So with him not being here, I thought there was a very big possibility that I could have just done absolutely nothing, but I've done okay. I have the opposite of what my ADHD stereotypically wants. So people talk, like I've talked about body doubling, and I think I talked about it on the reading vlog last week, but I have the opposite of body doubling, which is apparently it's quite common in autism, that you don't like doing anything in front of anyone. That is me. If there is someone there, I will sit and do absolutely nothing, but if someone isn't there, I'm productive, or I'm semi-productive until my ADHD is like, nah. Like, I've had a few days where my ADHD has been horrific and all I've done is sit on TikTok and it makes me feel not great. But I actually am a little bit better when I'm by myself in terms of getting stuff done. Not that Jack stops me from doing anything, and not that he isn't, like, I don't want it to sound like Jack's the reason that I can't get anything done, but it's just if I'm by myself, I'm better. How fellow autistics might understand. The other worry was him. So I might have mentioned that I'm meant to be doing a video this weekend about him, but I just don't know whether I can deal with it currently because he's going through something currently and I don't want to do a video about him because he's driving me up the frickin' wall for the last 2 weeks. So basically the week before Jack went, also Jack's trip got postponed because we had a death in the family, unfortunately, so we had to postpone it so we could go to the funeral. Very, very grateful that his work were okay with him postponing the trip. But basically the week before Jack went, so I think that would have been, no, the week before he was originally meant to go, he just completely flipped. So we've stopped being able to leave him. We are leaving him still, but he went from being able to be left for 3 hours, 4 hours maximum. We never ever leave him longer than that because we just don't like that. So we could leave him for 4 hours maximum and not hear a peep out of him, to now whenever we leave, he howls for about 20 minutes before he settles down, like full on howls. He was walking around the room crying, like just crying for no reason, and being very, very, very clingy and needy, as you could probably tell. And he's just timed this frickin' brilliantly. So it went from me being like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the gym every day, it doesn't matter that Jack's not here, to me being like, can I go to the gym every day? Oh, also, he also is jumping up on the furniture. So if you guys saw the Halloween vlog, you'll know that we saw him jumping on the furniture for the first time. He's doing that every time we leave the house, which is completely brand new. And I know that seems such a small thing to people who let their dogs on the furniture, which I get. I personally think that it's just a choice and we shouldn't judge people either way. I don't judge people who let dogs on the furniture. Oakley does come up, but he's only allowed up when he's been said he's allowed up. He's not allowed to just jump up whenever he wants. And he's never been allowed up, so he's always had the boundary of you don't get on the furniture unless you are told to get on the furniture. He's never had that not ingrained into him. And now he's doing it whenever I leave the house. And also, the issue with this is that Oakley has an issue that when he is asleep deeply on the furniture, he wets himself. And not just like a little bit of pee, he full on wets himself. We are trying to get it looked into before anybody comments being like, that's really worrying. I've tried, the vet says it's behavioural. So, when we're leaving the house and he's jumping on the furniture, he's wetting on the furniture. That's only happened once so far, happened last Friday. I wasn't best pleased because when I'm leaving the house, because I'm still going to the gym, because if I don't leave the house for 2 weeks, I will not be in a good place, let's put it that way. So I've been putting furniture on the furniture, like I've been putting like stools up there, I've been putting pillows up there, and on last Friday, he managed to get on the furniture, obviously fell asleep, and there was wee all over the settee, which I had to clean up. But that's the only time that's happened. I'm getting savvy with how I blocked the furniture currently. The other main worry was walking him. Jack is the main walker, like Jack takes him on his long line. I have to be in a good mood to walk Oakley. I can't take him on long line walks by myself because the long line really, really overstimulates me and like it's too much to think about. So I tend not to walk him on his long line when it's just me. So we knew we weren't gonna have that. And walking him is very overstimulating because I do not let him pull. So we were worried that I just wasn't going to be able to leave the house with him, but I have been actually quite good with that. We've been out with him like every day with the exception of like 2 days. So I'm very, very kind of proud of myself. I've done better than I could have done. Anyway, there's your little explanation. See, he's heard a noise and now he's on edge. He's completely on edge, he's barking at everything. If you were on the live the other week, you heard him, he just barked randomly at nothing. Anyway, there's your little explanation as to why I'm by myself. So we're gonna get on with the vlog. I am about to go to the gym. I've gotten myself ready. Now I need to get him ready. The current thing I'm leaving him with is frozen Kong, his breakfast, and a dentist stick. It's lasted him about 15 minutes, but that's all we currently have. I also need to get the furniture on the furniture. So yesterday, what I've currently been doing is been putting the puffy up on the settee on an angle. But Jack checked on the cameras yesterday, because Jack's awake in the morning. Jack checked on the cameras yesterday for me because I said I was too scared to do it. And he was balanced on top of the puffy, so I'm going to have to try and get this on a bigger angle. But then we are going to get to the gym. Let's move the furniture, shall we? I've just left him. We'll see how he manages. We'll see how long he lasts. I'll like tell you how long he lasts because it shows how bad he's being. But we're gonna go off to the gym. It's 11:08 and he started howling. We'll see how long it lasts for. Hopefully it's not long. I am vlogging in the toilet, but it's the only place that I'm not going to get copyrighted, so I'm sorry it's so echoey. I have realised that the workout that I'm doing today is actually the workout that I posted the other week, so I'm not going to film too much because I don't want it to be too repetitive. But if you want to see more of this workout, check that video. I'll leave the link above. It's a great workout, so I hope you enjoy it. I'll film little bits, but it's just, don't think this is the full workout that's coming up. The full workout is in that video.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just don't be scared.
Just got back. He seems to have done fine. He only... I checked the cameras and he wasn't actually howling, he was barking. I think he's literally just being like, give me some attention, where the F have you gone? So he only barked for like 5 minutes, which is great. And then he calmed down. Back now, gonna make some lunch. Then I'm gonna, there's so much I want to get done today and tomorrow. I will run through that after I've had lunch with you and give you the vibe of what's happening today. I've realised that I've run out of wraps. So I don't have anything for lunch, so I'm gonna have to leave him again. And I don't wanna do this because he's just gonna, I haven't put any of the furniture down, so it should be fine, but I've got nothing to give him and I don't wanna give him more like pate, that's what we're using in the Kong. I don't wanna do this. I'm gonna have to leave him again and I don't want to. I've already left him today, I feel so bad. But I literally, if I don't go get wraps, I'd have to have chicken by itself. And that's not a vibe. Oh, it's gone freaking cold today. So, I have loads of things that I want to do today. Obviously, I have to walk him. I think I'll walk him about 5ish. I've just put some washing on. I need to put the dishwasher on because we had a leak and the landlord's been round and stuff. The landlord has literally been round this afternoon as well. So it is a bit later. It always, I don't know, it really like when someone's in the house and I've had to wait for someone come into the house, I go, I don't know, I just don't want to do anything afterwards. Like the other day when the landlord came, it was Friday, I think. Wow. Thursday or Friday, and then that was one of the days where I literally was just on TikTok all day because I just couldn't do anything because I'd been waiting for him to come, and then I had to talk to him in the house, and I'm not really in control of that situation. It was just a lot. So I've had my time. I want to get stuff done now. So I've got like a full list on there. I think the thing I want to do first is tidy up the upstairs bedroom because I've got a few clothes out. It's not as bad as it has been, but I want that. And I'd like to be able to just relax later on, and there's a few things that I can do like sitting down, if that makes sense. So I need to order some presents for my friend's birthday this weekend. I need to email a behaviourist for him because me and Jack are getting a behaviourist for the issues I said at the beginning of this video, and also the jealousy. He is a very, very, very jealous doggy. He's not aggressive or anything. He's just very, very, very vocal and very jumpy when he's jealous. Fingers crossed, Jack's found one, and I'm going to email her this afternoon, and I think I can do them later on whilst I'm like watching TV or something. So I think the main thing that I want to do is clean up that bedroom. I need to take the bins out. I also need to shower, but I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow because we have a birthday party on Saturday. So I'd like my hair as fresh as possible for that birthday party. So if I shower tomorrow, that's only 2 days out. So hopefully it won't be as greasy because it's just going completely greasy at the minute. So yeah, I think I'm going to light a candle to make it smell lovely. Honestly, I've been so freaking happy having the autumn candles out. I know I mentioned it in the autumn decoration video, but oh my god, I've loved having them out. I've had them on like nearly every day. I'm not going through them too quick, which I'm pleased about. Oh, I still haven't turned that pumpkin off. Ugh. I might put the big one on. That one. It's huge. Huge. So it takes, it burns for a really long time. Might put that one on and make the house smell nice. Make it feel chill. Because of how big it is, it also produces heat, which I'm in need of. I'm gonna have to put the heating on later because the clothes are... I really want to get one of those dryers, you know, the clothes rack that like has a cover and then you can turn it on and it like heats up and then you don't have to put your heating on to dry your clothes. I want one of them. So let's go tidy this bedroom, shall we? See how he reacts because he's happily chewing, but as always, we're gonna have no judgment for the state of the spare bedroom, please, from everyone. See, look how cute. So cute. Right, how are we looking? So I've got washing off the drying rack that I need to take. Whoa! Just walked in the door. I have washing that needs taken off, and these are just mainly clothes. The blanket was dry. There's not actually that much. It looks worse than what it actually is. And then I need to tidy up this because Jack likes to dump stuff on top of the drawers. But yeah, so this is what we're going with. I'm gonna go get my headphones to listen to music whilst I'm doing it. Motivate me a little bit. 5 until I did the next thing, and I shouldn't have sat down because now I've been on my phone for ages and I feel really, really tired, and I just shouldn't have done it. I know I shouldn't have done it. I also forgot the other main thing that I need to do was edit an entire video. So I need to do that. So I think I'm gonna not do anything else in regards to like the house. I'm going to film the end of the reading vlog because I need to do that, and then I'm going to walk him, and then I'm just going to sit and edit and hopefully not get it done, but hopefully just be done with it later. Like I don't know, I'm really bad with, not really bad because I'm fine with it, like I don't work loads during the morning, so I'm fine with it, but I don't just finish working for the night. I always try and get as close to I can to finish the video. I always try and finish editing the video and then upload it before I stop. But really, if I have time, I should try and just set a time that I'm going to stop working so I can eat, because that's when it pushes eating back for me, because I'll just keep on working and keep trying working to get it finished, and then I'll end up not finishing working till like 9:30, and then I'll not have tea till 10. So if I can get the filming done and Oakley's walk done and I'll maybe say I'm going to stop working at 9 no matter what. I don't know, but I need to film this clip, but I'm just feeling very, very tired. I need to try and hype myself up to do it. I've just finished filming the outro for the reading video. It went on longer than I thought it would. I was chatting about the book, but Jax just gave me a freaking heart attack. So this is going to require some context. I'll try and do this as quickly as possible because I need to take him out, and also the video is going to be freaking long. I have a really, really, really bad phobia, okay? I have a really, really bad phobia. This phobia is so bad that it makes me think I'm going to die quite a lot. And it doesn't make sense. It's a nonsensical phobia for where I live, but to me, it's still freaking scary. So I have a phobia of tsunamis, okay? It's very, very bad. I know it sounds so silly because it's going to be like, oh, well, you live in the UK, you're fine. I know. That doesn't mean that I don't think there's a tsunami coming at least once a day. It's the type of fear that literally if I hear rumbling, I think there's a tsunami coming. I don't know where it stems from. I think it came from watching The Day After Tomorrow in middle school. Like, that's how long I've had this phobia for. I'm terrified of them. And I know it seems nonsensical, but to me it's very logical. Because they are freaking scary. If one happens, you're fucked. Like, that's it, you're done. And where Jack is inside the ring of fire for tectonic movement. And I've been purposefully forgetting about it up towards the trip. I've been telling myself not to think about it because this fear is so intense. But then the week before Jack went, there was an alert put out that everybody had to wear masks in Manila because there was some volcanic ash around. So my brain went to, there's volcanic ash, that means there's volcanic activity, that means there's tectonic shifting, that means there's going to be a tsunami. And I cried. And I was convinced, I was like, this is why I have this random phobia, it's because you're going to die whilst you're over there. This wasn't like a me seriously being like, you're not going to go kind of thing. It's very much like, he's going to go, but I'm absolutely terrified. And I've been okay whilst he's been over there. I'm sorry, he's so annoying chewing his thing, but with how iffy he is at the minute, I don't want to take away his chew. Not because I'm scared, but just because I know he'll bother me more. I'm hoping you can't hear it as much as I can hear it. But whilst I was filming, Jack just sent me a text because he said he was going to go to sleep. Like, he texted me before being like, I'm going to sleep, good night, I love you. And he texted me whilst I was filming saying, apparently there's an emergency in the building. There was just an announcement over the speakers, but there doesn't seem to be loads of people anywhere. I straight away went to BBC to see if there was anything about a tsunami in the Philippines. He says he's fine, and he says that he's gone down and reception said, no, it's fine, you can just go back to bed. But I'm still like, I'm very on edge. And reception have said it's fine, but he's still made me poop my panties. And I'm a little bit scared, but it should be okay. I think he's gonna go back to sleep, but it's just not great for somebody with this fear. But anyway, I'm assuming he's going to be fine, and I'm going to go take Oakley out on a walk. But I need to show you, if it looks like I've been crying, I saw a TikTok of dad on a wedding day. Parental issues, am I right? Right, let me show you the sky. But look at that. Look at how beautiful it is. Yeah, that's more accurate. Look at that. Stunning. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that because I thought it was beautiful. I have been back for a little while. I've been on TikTok decompressing after his walk because there was some not nice people sitting at the bus stop with two like lurchers. I've seen them before. Then they're just, you know, when there are just irresponsible dog owners that you know in the area, that's them. And their dogs just started completely barking at Oakley. So then Oakley barked back, which he never normally does. Another thing that shows that he's not himself at the minute, I think. It just annoyed me because then I couldn't get his attention on me anymore whatsoever, so it made the walking a lot harder. I've decompressed. I am now going to take the washing out because it's done. Then I'm going to get working. It's 9:15 and I'm just finishing editing. I just wanted to get it finished and it got to 9 and I was like, I'm so nearly done, and having it uploaded the day before it goes up is so much better because it gives it so much more time to process the good quality. So it's 9:15 and I need to go make some food. I have no idea what I want to do. So really I want to do, I've been saying I'm going to do the naan pizza that me and Jack normally do, which is literally just a garlic naan and chicken cooked in tikka masala, put some yogurt over the naan, chicken on it, red onion, red onion that's been in vinegar. I can't remember the name for it currently. And like that's it. But the idea of having to do the chicken with the masala is really stressing me out. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I kind of don't want to cook at all. I just want to sit and eat crisps, which isn't right. I know I need to eat a meal, but I just don't want to. I'll give myself a minute and then I'll get up and I'll have to do it. I'll have to make a meal. It's a lot later. I had a bit of a bad night. I'll talk about it more tomorrow. I've been crying a lot, so my eyes are a bit swollen. But I just wanted to hop on and say hello because I know it's annoying having like big chunks of me talking, so thought I'd break it up. I'm currently eating some chocolate and I'm watching Sex Education to try and just feel a bit better before I go to bed. Ellie, my best friend who I've mentioned, she's been on the phone helping me a bit because obviously I don't have Jack to help me through when I'm struggling. So Ellie's been on the phone with me and she's literally just went off to bed and it's her birthday tomorrow, so I do feel really bad, but I really appreciate it. So I'll fill you in tomorrow, but it's just been rough. I don't know whether I'm gonna go in the gym in the morning. I'll see how I feel. It's 11:30, which is later than what I normally. When Jack's been away, I've been going to bed at like 10:30. So it's later than what I wanted, but I'm just gonna chill for a bit before I head up. I've been looking for these everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna leave that for a bit. I've just brushed my teeth and I think that's making that taste a little bit off. That better be because I've brushed my teeth, because I've literally been looking for them everywhere, like everywhere. Right, let's fill you in with what happened last night. But really quickly, Jack is on his flight. He has 3 flights, so he's going from Manila to Hong Kong, Hong Kong to London, London to Newcastle, and he's on the first flight. So I think it's like 5 p.m. his time. Obviously it's morning our time, and he doesn't get in here until tomorrow morning. Which is just, I just find it wild that like he's on his way home right now, but I still don't get to see him. Like he doesn't get in till tomorrow morning. But I think I've just lost him. Like I've just stopped texting him. He's just went up in the air. Last night, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I mean, it's part of it. And I don't want people to think like, oh, she can't survive by herself, and oh, she's been like this the entire 2 weeks because this happened last night. Typically whilst I was vlogging, because I've honestly been fine. Like that's been the only wobble of the entire time I've been alone, and I'm so frustrated about it. But basically I didn't have all of the ingredients for the meals that I make. I did have all the ingredients for one thing that I was going to make, which was the chicken tikka pizza I think I mentioned, but I've never cooked that by myself, and I basically couldn't face making that meal for the first time ever that night. Like I couldn't do it. So I didn't want to do that. And then I didn't have the ingredients for like the other meals that I have because I'm at the end, coming at like the end of my shop. And basically I just couldn't face cooking. I didn't have a, like the pan was dirty from lunch, so I had to clean the pan, which I really didn't want to do. And then I just couldn't face cooking at all. And I know an option is order in, but the options around Morpeth are sparse. There isn't a lot that delivers to me. The majority of like small restaurants that do takeaway in Morpeth only do collection, and we're having a bit of an issue with the car at the minute. So if I want to go in the car alarm goes off, and I didn't want to go in the car. I couldn't leave him anyway. So basically my only options for delivery were Domino's and the local Indian takeaway, which I think me and Jack had it just before he went away. And I'm not a fan of Domino's, so takeaway wasn't exactly an option. And for me, I don't think this is an eating disorder thing. I don't think this is a part of my eating disorder. But for me, it's very all or nothing with meals. I either have a meal or I don't have anything, because I was texting, well, I was talking to Han first, but they were out, so I was just like, it's all right, just leave it. And then I was talking to Ellie, and they were like, just have a snack. Han was like, just have a bagel, you've got bagels, have a bagel. And I was like, no, 'cause that's not a meal. Like, my black and white thinking is one of my strongest traits in my autism. It's very black and white, and to me it's very much have a meal or don't have anything, because then if you have something you're not going to have a meal, if that makes sense. So I was getting stressed even when I was talking to you guys, like even when I was vlogging, being like, I'm gonna have 5 and then try. And I went up to the toilet, I had a wee, and then afterwards I sat on my top step and was just like, I don't know what to do, and then just broke down and had a little mini meltdown. Thankfully I had Ellie, and Ellie rang me and distracted me, convinced me to have just a snack, so I ended up just having crisps and chocolate last night, which I'm trying not to beat myself up over. Ellie was very much like, be kind to yourself, you're going through a hard thing, like just eat something, and that's great. But for me, it's kind of like, I didn't have a meal last night, which is really bad. And it's just frustrating more than anything. Like, I'm so disappointed in myself that happened. I really wanted to be on top of every meal, because that's the thing that I thought I was going to struggle with the most, alongside being like scared in the house. And I was doing so well. Like I say, I have been fine absolutely every other meal, and then last night was just not great. But I'm very grateful that Ellie rang, because obviously I can't talk to Jack because Jack was asleep. So little mini meltdown. Didn't get off the phone with Ellie till like 11:30, so probably went to sleep at like 1ish, so I'm a bit tired. Steve also texted this morning asking if he could come around 12ish today, so I was like, I'll just not go to the gym. I'll just have a day off. I was excited to have my rain, but I shouldn't have brushed my teeth before having it because it doesn't taste right. I genuinely might go eat some chocolate to try and get the taste of the toothpaste away so I can have that rain, because honestly I've been looking forward to it so much. Like, that was my motivation for not going to the gym. I was like, I can have my apple rain. So I got up, I've got ready, I feel good now that I'm ready. I kind of just want a little bit of a chill day. I think I'm gonna chuck stuff on the TV, because it's been so typical. Like, leading up to Jack leaving, I was like, I need to find something I want to watch, I need to find something I want to watch, I need to find something I want to watch. And then the first few days I couldn't find anything. I watched Strictly. On that note though, F Amanda Abington, and then I couldn't find anything, so I was like, right, I'll just rewatch the most recent series of Sex Education, because I absolutely adore Sex Education. I love it through and through, and I really liked the last season. Controversially, I think a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it. It had its critique, like I've got critiques of it, but I loved it still, so I was like, I'll just rewatch the last season. And now I've thought of loads of stuff that I want to watch. I want to watch Little Women because it feels very autumnal. I really struggle finding autumnal movies because I'm not a fan of like Coraline, and I'm not a fan of scary movies, so I struggle finding stuff that feels autumnal because I can't watch Harry Potter anymore. And Twilight is not on anything. What's going on with that? It's autumn, and Twilight isn't on anything at the minute. It's ridiculous. So I feel like Little Women feels a little bit autumnal, so I wanted to watch that. And then Ellie has recommended me The Last SARS on Netflix, and I watched the trailer for that last night and it looks really good, so I want to watch that. These are like things that like Jack won't watch with me. Not that he won't watch with me, but he doesn't like it's not his thing. So I'll watch it when he's not here. So I think I'm just gonna watch TV a lot today whilst I do some work. I've still got to do all the stuff that I didn't do yesterday. And obviously Steve's coming at 12. I'm hoping that's not gonna fuck with me a bit. What should I watch? I think I'm gonna watch Sex Education, finish Sex Education. It was the funeral episode last night, which was just typical because I was watching it with lunch and I got up to the bit where, spoilers if you haven't watched it yet, I got up to the bit where Maeve's brother was leaving the funeral and Steve came, so I had to pause it. So I knew that when I replayed it, I was going to go straight into like the Mr. Hendricks scene, which was, and I bawled at that. I cried at that. It doesn't help that we've just had a family funeral like 2 weeks ago. So I've had the cry episode last night after I had my meltdown, which was fine because I was crying anyway. So I think I've only got like 1 or 2 episodes left, so I'm going to chuck that on and do some work. I have finished doing the vlog. I am now gonna look at presents for Ellie. It is like lunchtime, it's like 1:30, but I'm just gonna leave it for a little bit longer. Also, that apple rain isn't the apple rain that I knew, and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. That recipe has 100% been changed. I'm so sad. I used to freaking love apple rain. It was my favorite, and it doesn't taste nice. I'm so sad. I've made myself a super random salad. Like, it was just literally like, I'll chuck this in, see how it tastes, chuck this in, see how it tastes. So I think I've got chicken, halloumi, mushrooms and red onion with mayonnaise on. I didn't really have anything to make a good dressing, so I'm just going with that. And hopefully it tastes okay, but I've made a meal, so I'm happy. We are now on to brushing Oakley's teeth. I have just sent the email to the behaviourist. I think I mentioned Jack found one. I think Jack has found one in Hexham that looks good. I wanted to make sure that it was somebody who was positive based and had like social media stuff so we could see what they were up to. And she does. She's accredited as an actual behaviourist as well. And her rates aren't too bad either, which is great. I'm mainly worried, not for him, I'm more worried that like the person isn't going to be very patient with me, because obviously I am disabled. I do need a bit more patience than other people. He's very excited to get his teeth brushed, so I'm just going to start doing it as I talk. And also I'm scared that I'm going to get somebody who doesn't believe that I've put work into Oakley. Like, I'm worried it's going to be somebody who thinks like, oh, she says she's put work in, but she hasn't actually put the work in. When I did, it's just I lost motivation because everything was going frickin' wrong. So we'll see how it goes. Getting through my list, we had Steve over. I don't think I mentioned it. Steve's been and gone. But anyway, I'm going to brush Oakley's teeth and then I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I'm back from the walk. I'm gonna head in the shower. I've been trying to hype myself up for it because I'm not feeling it. But the main thing that I'm not feeling is separating out my hair, because Jack normally helps me with that. Because I use a conditioner that has a dye in to keep my colour bright. But I'm lasting pretty well. Like, this pink is doing pretty well. It ends the place it washes out the most. So I'm thinking to get myself to go in the shower and wash my hair, I'm just going to not do the dye. I'm just going to shampoo it, condition it, and then get out. I think that's the only thing that's going to help me get in. If not, I feel like I'm going to sit here for ages and just be like, I don't want to wash my hair, I don't want to wash my hair. I'm going to take some of the thing that like Ellie said yesterday, being like, you're going through a difficult situation for yourself. Just do something that you feel like you can do. And that is, I feel like I can shower without separating out my hair and dealing with the dye, because I have to mix it and then leave it on for a bit, whereas if I don't do that, I can just get in, get out, done. Have to dry it, but done. So that's what I'm gonna go do. We're gonna go take a shower. I've been in the shower, I've dried my hair, and I successfully have made tea. I have a wrap. I have got such a headache though. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know if it's from last night, but my head is absolutely pounding. But I have Little Women on. I have the cute autumnal movie on. We have my tea. We have a whingy Oakley as per usual. So I'm gonna sit and have my tea. now the next day and I'm off to pick Jack up. So I'm going to finish this off here. I hope you enjoyed it. I did overall have a fine 2 weeks. Like it was honestly okay. It was just these past 2 days seem to have been the thing that's, I don't know, I've struggled with, but it has actually went really, really well. And I'm not going to chat for long because I do have to go pick Jack up. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you are new. But even if you don't do any of that, thank you so much for watching and I shall hopefully see you in another video.